Welcome back, guys. A short break there. Excuse me, frog in my throat as we start things off for our final series of the stream. We've only got one more best of two, and it's the final game for the group stage as well for us.
That's how it looks, yeah. But we do get to depart with one more game of Virtus.Pro going up against EVOS here. And looking forward to what they're going to be doing. So far, it looks like they've snagged up the Morphling and Ogre Magi, and Wisp was given away to Team EVOS. That was their first pick after the bans. Necrophos was banned out this time. Peel, Tiny. And EVOS banned the Phoenix, Bane, Enigma.
Looking pretty serious, pretty standard so far. Worth mentioning, EVOS currently bottom of their group and no way out. They can only dig further down.
Yes, indeed. And Virtus.Pro, similarly, are stuck where they are. They are going to be second place in their group. If I'm correct, then there's nothing that can really change that. So we are here to play this game out, but I don't believe that there's a way it can change. Or what was the head-to-head between Forward and Virtus.Pro?
Between Forward and Virtus.Pro. Forward and Virtus.Pro, VP 120.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah. So even if they tie, VP win the head-to-head.
So even if they would have, would have won their games, yeah.
So even if VP lose 2-0 here and Forward win 2-0 against Aster, which in itself is unlikely.
Yeah, Aster have been absolutely dominating. 4 wins, no loss, no draw. Team Aster are crushing this group. Well, VP are definitely not looking weak on the second spot, though.
So it's all about pride for the Southeast Asians. Indonesian pride for EVOS, and Virtus.Pro maybe have a little bit of fun with this. As like we're saying, the playoffs are pretty much already set in stone for the upper bracket.
Yeah, we'll see. Maybe they just take it as another chance to get a good game in, you know. Maybe they just want to take it serious here, get one more good practice game in, so to say, before going into the brackets. You never know what mentality the players want to have. So far, at least, looks pretty straightforward and standard. Doesn't look like any team is going crazy with it.
And for VP, this is like a practice run to play against Secret later on.
Yeah, Ramses Broodmother is banned out. Don't want to play against that.
Remove it. And there's the Drow Ranger ban from VP. Don't let EVOS have the Drow Marana. I told you.
Yeah.
Yep.
We did actually talk about techies being picked. We talked about that this morning.
To be fair, I said solo techies, and I think it's going to be Passion now. I might have changed my mind.
It could be, yeah, it could be. So maybe the Morphling is just to be able to turn into techies as well, you know? And maybe the Ogre is just a bloodlusted techies for his level 25 talent.
Oh, man, you've got some big ideas here. You've got some really big ideas.
You got to think big, you know? I don't know if the game is going to go long enough for techies level 25. Seems unlikely, but, you know, if anyone is panicking, what the hell is this draft when they tune in? You might be in for a pretty clowny game. We hope so, at least. Could be fun to watch. That's Beastmaster Marana. EVOS, very similar draft to what we saw from Mineski so far. The Marana, the Beastmaster, the Wisp, all of them were in that team as well. But they had the Ogre Magi, right? I believe was the difference.
Yeah, they sure did. Up against that Supernova.
Yeah.
It's very, very similar. I mean, Beastmaster and IO, you've been talking over the past couple of days, of course, about, you know, we see as viewers and casters a lot of games. You know, we watch all the official tournaments, we watch pub games, but there's that kind of depth of Dota in scrims that we don't see. Do you think this is maybe the IO Beastmaster coming back?
I think it's just, you know, teams looking back at what functioned for them well. I mean, this is sort of a blast from the past. It's not super far away in memory, you know, people playing this dual offlane. But we did see it dealt with pretty well by the Tiny lane. That was a very interesting way of dealing with it. And this time, Lion is going to be playing with the Beastmaster, not going to be against him.
Yeah. And with the IO, not Finger of Deathing the IO.
Yeah.
Like he was last
all
week.
the stuns here together with Team EVOS, definitely setting up. But we also have the Skewer into Mines from Virtus.Pro, should be mentioned.
Oh.
They have the RP into Skewer into Mines, so you might be able to pull multiple peoples into some bombs. If I don't see a triple kill by Green Mines, then I'm sad.
So Morphling takes the Morph Duration talent and the Morph Allies talent, turns into Techies, plants mines, Techies plants mines, then Morphling turns into Magnus, and they double skewer multiple people into the mines.
Oh, yeah. That's true. No, you skewer them into first mines, and whoever survives that, they advance to stage 2. Stage 2 is more bombs.
They upgrade from just the landmines to like remote mines a little bit deeper. Oh, man.
Yep. That sounds like it could be brutal. Sounds like a lot of fun. I'm glad that Virtus.Pro, you know, are having some fun here. even though they are playing at a LAN. You know, got to be able to have some fun. And I'm sure that they're still going to play to win, you know.
Yeah.
Virtus.Pro is not the kind of team that picks bad heroes and then just throws the game and doesn't put on a show. They still want to, you know, do something weird but try to make it work.
They do not like losing.
No, they don't. They really don't.
I've seen them pop out for smoke breaks after losing a game, and they are not happy.
They're loud, very loud team when they're losing. Yeah.
Especially when Artstyle was still with them.
Yeah. Artstyle,
he was a grumpy man.
Grumpy man. He kind of heated on everyone else as well. You know, the debates just got to the next level.
Mm-hmm. Well, Zeus removed. Final ban for Team EVOS. Question mark. Like, what do you ban up against this? A mid hero maybe?
Venge, I guess.
For the swap?
Swap into the mines would be one thing. What else do you think? A Meepo. There we go. That's a gamer in ban right there. How do you ban Meepo? Come on, let them have some fun.
Banning no one's Meepo.
I guess maybe they just want to save face. They don't want to lose to Techies and Meepo.
Oh. It's like losing to Invoker Anti-Mage.
Yeah. Where it's a support anti-mage and an off-lane
Invoker. And an off-lane Invoker. Shout out to 2B, the roaming anti-mage.
Yeah, he's roaming Arc Warden nowadays.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I play with him a lot on my stream, but I don't know. I play mid Arc Warden. I don't love the idea of roaming Arc Warden since I think he's really weak support ever since the change to consumables. But he does have some benefits. He's good at taking the runes as well, level 1.
Oh, yeah.
Very good at that.
Spam out those spark rates. Well, Team EVOS taking a leaf out of EG Gaming's book quite heavily, but also a few influences from Mineski, like you were saying. Mm-hmm. It's a very kind of cobbled together draft, but it doesn't look wonky or weird, or it feels pretty decent.
Yeah, looks decent. Looks like a well-rounded draft, and they have a lot of stuff available to them. I like how they ban out Zeus on Virtus.Pro just because they don't want to get their stuff removed. Also, keep in mind here, EVOS not really caring about techies at all with their drafts. Like, they have Beastmasters send in summons, but other than that, they don't have like an Illusion Hero or Tree Ents or something like that. So he might actually be useful, you know? Who knows? The techies might actually do something.
Is it still 7 seconds silence on the level 1 blast off?
On level 1, it's not.
I can't remember the scaling of it.
I'll bring up the scaling.
It's pretty insane. It's a long silence.
Yeah, it's a very long silence. It goes 4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay.
So, but it's 300 damage level 1. That's the big part. Like, you have a big AoE, 3-second silence with 300 damage. That is quite strong. Of course, with the, you know, kind of backfire that you deal half your HP damage to yourself.
Mm-hmm.
That is a weird-looking Luna. Like, is she riding a Komodo dragon?
Yeah, it looks like some kind of weird sea
fishy version.
Fishy lizard.
Slardar's pet is what she's riding.
Slardar's cousin. Slardar's wife.
That's true, actually. That is true. What is that Mirana, dude? Do you see this? You don't see this. Look at this.
Oh.
Mirana on my screen has 2 heads. It's Ogre Magi mounts. But like, only the mount.
Why did your Nova have 2 heads?
It was the same in the game that we played before. Like, even in-game it looked that way.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, it looks really weird. Especially when they're stunned, because I think one of the mount is stunned and the other mount is not acting stunned. It was really weird.
So basically what Waga sees on his screen is like the default mount is there, and then this proper mount, or the one that's equipped, is like overlapping it.
Yeah,
it looks like it's like
little information. The mount that Mirana is using is definitely taller than the default one. Yeah.
It's got better posture for sure.
By a full head. Yeah, the neck pain on the default one is gonna be bad.
I mean, it looks like Alien. You know, when the alien comes out of the chest, it's like another Mirana head's going.
It does look like that. Yeah,
popping out and saying hello.
It's pretty creepy.
Okie dokie.
I'll put a Twitter screenshot for it.
Yeah. Good idea. So what do we have here? Ramses, well, we'll get into game and find out, shall we? Virtus.Pro taking on Team EVOS. We've got the CIS absolute monstrous gods taking on the Southeast Asian Indonesian team, who are unfortunately out of the tournament, but playing just to try and get themselves a couple of wins under their belts and a bit of practice and pride. As we shift on over through to the game, we can swap our overlays and go through the players and the teams. Pasha Magnus is going to start things off up top. Lots of chat wheel nonsense going on. No one.
Yes, Virtus.Pro, but EVOS are joining in as well.
Techies one.
They're just amplifying it.
I'll be creeping while you are sleeping.
Okay, that's a little bit weird and stalkery, but Fair enough. No one Earthshaker. Will be that mid laner. Ramsey's Morphling. Solo on the Ogre. So it's going to be a Roger Techies to round things up. Over on EVOS, Illogic, Luna, Whitemon playing the Lion. Mid will be the Facehugger Mirana, which we've seen him do very well on. And then, of course, Avil and Fletchu up at top with the Beastmaster and Io. The laughing's getting to me, Waga. Oh my goodness gracious, man.
Did I join in to be like on someone else's visuals? What the hell? I can't actually look around. I'm on someone else. It's not yours either.
Oh, it's a bug. When you were watching a game before and you had someone else's player perspective,
Sure, yeah.
and then it carries on, so you have to like, wait, hang on, I can't remember what you have to do. I have to.
All right, whatever. I'm on player perspective. I'm not sure if I can change. I'm like on someone's particular player's perspective.
I
as
think
well.
you have to disconnect and reconnect, but like don't leave,
Yeah.
obviously.
Yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll be right back.
Cool. Illogic getting punched out a little bit. It's only a Techies and an Ogre. Illogic still loses about a third of his HP. And they'll gather themselves up some beautiful bounty runes, won't they? Virtus.Pro down bottom. They'll grab 2 up top. Pasha nearly gets himself a bounty there, but the IO grabs it up just a little bit speedier. Where's Whitemon go? Is he going career sniping all the way this deep?
Looks like it. Definitely looks like it. Good thing you have these screens here. I can just look on the output screen. Well, I mean, if that's not a courier snipe position, I don't know what is, but he's not gonna get it though. That smoke is running out.
And there's nothing coming from... He's already bought his salve. No one already has stout salve. Tango's to go. And Lion, yeah, gets pinged out as he TPs, I believe, to shift himself down towards bottom lane. So Earthshaker against Mirana. Earthshaker with massive damage through Enchant Totem, but what's the cooldown on it? 5 seconds? He's not going to be able to like perma-deny in CS.
There we go. I'm back in the game. Beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah, Shaker mids. I mean, he'll be pretty strong, but the harass damage from Mirana should be able to bring him down bit by bit.
Facehugger. Going to be doing a good amount of harassment here to no one.
I mean, Mirana is his trademark hero, right?
Yeah.
From what we've seen at least.
It's kind of like Viper then Mirana, I think, is the 2 go-tos for him. Seen a lot of Facehugger Viper in JDL, for sure. On top, Pasha's actually 1v2ing, dealing with the IO Beastmaster all alone, because Virtus.Pro have an aggressive tri-lane with Techies, Ogre, Morphling.
Yeah, of course. Of course they do.
Yeah, classic.
They're just trying to whittle them down to a point where they can suicide in with Techies. Constantly dealing that 10 damage a piece or something. Bit by bit.
Radiant Courier. Getting hit once there, I think, by no one. Getting hit by something anyway.
Yeah, a little bit of a miss micro. Sending it down bottom now as well. Might get, you know, careless and get sniped.
Nice little drag back by Solo. Techies' mines, I can hear them. Where are they going? So Roger's hit level 2. Went for Blast Off as his primary spell. Back into the landmines now, and he starts plopping them down. Chipping away at creep waves with it. They're just trying to hard shove onto tier 1. What's the plan here, Waga?
Nah, that was more unintentional that they pulled it into the mines there. They were just taking a little lap with Solo. The mines are pretty much useless in level 1, so not too much to do with them. They do retroactively level up, though. So that's the nice part for him. Planting some mines now, and when they level up, they'll be strong.
Whitemon with the mana drain at level 2. Not much else he can do here. Just try and stand his ground and suck back some of the mana from this VP side. Ramsey's on about 400 HP. Really is starting to lay the damage in if Luna ever gets close.
They're doing like fairly decently, though, I would say, for just being 2 heroes down here. EVOS holding their grounds.
Pasha top, 7 CS. Beastmaster absolutely free farming, as you'd expect in a 2v1. But middle, the IO comes in to help Mirana. The leap, where's the arrow? Facehugger holds on. Just a quick Starstorm there to harass back no one. And this opens up bottom, though. In comes the blast off. Not going to find the kill. A Solo out of mana. No ignite and...
Well, Roger was low mana on Techies. Why not just jump in, deal some damage, and now he's coming back, full mana. More bombs to place.
IO feels that he can leave the Beastmaster alone top, and I guess in his 1v1 with Beastmaster having such a decent advantage, makes perfect sense. Maybe shift down towards bottom and help out this dual lane. It's being bullied by the Morphling, 18-12, while Luna sits at 10-3.
Yeah, they definitely need to help out bottom. That's the correct play, I believe. Try and swing that lane advantage. And like you said, with the good start, Beastmaster should be fine. Mid lane currently at 15-9 for Mirana, 13-7 for Shaker. Oh, wow. Roger finds a solo kill.
That was very deep. They're going in onto a logic as well, and that should be another one down bottom. Solo, very tanky, but that final hit should clear him up, and it will indeed.
He does go down.
So what was that? Roger just goes in for a blast off behind, and now Whitemon down to half. He just TP'd to lane, and he has to pop his salve straight away.
He would actually have killed him. Look at Teke's levels. If he leveled up the landmine, he had level 1 mines there. If he leveled him, he would have killed that.
Oh.
Which is kind of crazy. But he wasn't sure where he wanted to level yet.
Well, he goes for the 2 in mines now, and they're going for a dive as well. Blast off hits both of them. Sick play. Roger catches a massive amount of damage towards the Luna. The Fairy Fire will keep her alive for a second longer. Whitemon, no chance of survival as he's already used his stun. And Virtus.Pro, Ramses says hello.
Yeah, no way out of it. This bottom lane is pretty bad right now for them. The fact that Lion solo died earlier to Techies already put them in a bad spot, and then dying again. And no one is coming down bottom for bounty runes. Don't think he wants to get involved more than that. Just gotta take some runes.
Hell bounties. How is Earthshaker doing middle? Pretty decently, but 14 denies on the Mirana really does show the caliber of this lane matchup.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a great lane for Shaker by any means, but he will get his levels. He hasn't been denied that much. So he's still doing fairly fine, but Facehugger gonna have a good start on the mid lane.
Always nice to see.
And so will Beastmaster, you know.
And they've swapped their lanes around now, haven't they? A Logic moves top with the Luna. Helped out by the Beastmaster. Not yet cracking level 6. 3 points in the Wild Axes. Will fly out towards Pasha. Trying to zone him away from that creep wave. Maybe even push in with a catapult. Pasha fighting back though. Fire with fire as he's low HP, but pops the stick, and Solo arriving could potentially find a kill on Illogic. Luckily though, all the trees are dead, so Solo's approach will be very easily scouted.
Interesting to see Techies now doing a little pull here, but he's going Veil first item. That's not really the standard build, you know, as a resident Techie spammer. I don't see this very often, but we'll see how it works out for him. He's gonna go in here and get stunned up. Probably gonna be able to suicide if he wants to.
A mine.
Not doing it in time. Gets the kill though. That's totally fine. Anytime you die for a kill is perfectly fine for Techies. Would have been nice with suicide, but doesn't matter too much.
That little landmine placement just about getting the damage in onto Whitemon. That feels pretty bad as the Lion.
Yeah, he could have denied himself, but he wanted to kill. That's what he wanted.
Good start by VP. EVOS, though, they've got pretty good ramp here with their draft. This Aura strat with the Luna, the Beastmaster. Once they get themselves a few levels under their belts, these pushes could become pretty hard for VP to deal with. Especially like pre-Blink Dagger on Magnus and Earthshaker. EVOS could have a good chance to take down a few tier 1s, and Virtus.Pro looking to try and cut this off before it happens. Luna, skewer, not landing, but the RP will. And in comes the blast off of Rogers Techies. 219 kills. Oh, whoopsie.
They blow him up.
They get no one middle, though. That's a big kill.
They do. Nice amount of gold for that one. Going the way of Facehugger, who's already, like we said, having such a great start. And I think the big thing to look towards, though, is this Morphling. They have to do something about Morphling just farming down here. Here comes Whitemon, trying with some harass. They don't really have mana for anything on the Beastmaster, though.
Yeah, empty bottle, empty stick. Ramses popping the strength move there. Back into Agi, drops his Ring of Aquila on the floor right in front of their faces. Whitemon going for this mana drain, but into Lion he goes. Ramses pops himself a nice little impale out. A good return from Whitemon. Will keep Aviel alive for a second longer, but he's cut through the trees.
Here's Ogre.
Ogre diving in, and that will be the takedown of the Beastmaster. Now Ramses back into Lion form again. A good stun towards the Mirana. With the Echo on top, they'll turn back and stun Earthshaker, but it's too little too late. EVOS try and extract now the Lion and the IO as Whitemon hiding in the trees very sneakily. They've got to be able to find him here. And is that just an enchant totem that killed him?
Yeah, the aftershock killed him.
Damn.
He didn't even necessarily see him or anything. He's just like, he has to be here.
He has to be. Look at middle lane. If they have one stun here, Illogic dies, right?
Could be a kill, yeah. They're running there with Shaker, but nah, he's gonna go Shrine.
Roger's invis still lasting for another half duration, another 15 seconds or so.
Yeah, little invis rune. Looks like he's just gonna head in jungle and stack this camp that's already stacked once.
Is this for him?
Yeah, it's for techies.
Nom nom nom. Reminds me of his Sven the other day.
Gotta be greedy.
Just like a roaming Sven that's farming everything. Now he's a techies.
He almost has Veil. Look at it. He has Veil after his creep camp.
Damn.
That's an early Veil.
No boots, but big Veil.
Yeah.
No one farming jungle as well with the help of Solo. Scouted out though. Double Radiant Observer wards actually seeing the smoke as well, and they will immediately Moonlight Shadow. Whitemon with no reveal here, but he don't need it. Walks straight past Solo and pops that smoke, but no, wait, no one's smoke has disappeared as well. Must have hit a creep or something. Jump in top, face hugger, getting tethered up. Pasha will just fall away.
Whitemon being scared away by this bloodlusted ogre, but maybe they can turn around. Beastmaster comes out. Quick and easy kill.
Goodbye.
Yeah, I mean, the roar is pretty great for setting up these kills early on. Pasha trying with the skewer in for an RP top.
I don't think you should be able to collect bounty runes if you're a frog, by the way.
Hey man, frogs need bounties too.
Ramses grabs the double down bottom. Popping his wand as he goes along as well. He is basically 1v2ing down his bottom lane. And
yeah, they also got all the bounty runes there.
Oh, they got all 4. Yes, so they did. And the active rune with the arcane over towards the Earthshaker. Phase boots for no one. Blink dagger halfway done. 10 minutes in, how are we looking level-wise? Yeah, Radiant struggling to hit 6s on their supports. Virtus.Pro, 88866. They've got the full house as they are set up very nicely to give themselves a beautiful game in this first game of the best of 2.
This is a funny thing that is pretty good to do on... Oh, as they dive bottom. Sorry, just a little bit of a kill on Beastmaster. I was going to say, pretty funny thing that Techies is doing. Not leveling ulti, because the ulti is just so bad on level 1. It's really mana inefficient, and you kind of just need... your landmines and the stasis traps. And as he was running 3-0-2 builds, he just went back for stasis.
Yeah, makes sense. Veil's going to be super handy as well. Blast off and remote mines. They find an observer ward on top of it. All D-ward. This Radiant jungle. As EVOS, they're getting pressed back towards their base. Like Solo's chasing Lion back. They've got 2 heroes in Fountain. It feels like they are pretty comfortable with Facehugger just farming away towards mid, but I have this feeling that they're just being a little bit too passive. They've got heroes with great spells and great abilities. They're not really utilizing smokes or aggressive maneuvers, and they're going to lose Whitemon down bottom. Techies gets roared with a relocate in. They finally get a reactive play here to clear up 2 of the VP supports. That's a lot of commitment, though, to come in.
A lot of gold over on the Beastmaster. Now, as Medallion from this, it is a lot of commitment, but 2 kills, I would say that's pretty worth it. Get some nice amount of gold. And they need some gold so they can start snowballing. They need to push towers so that Morphling doesn't just free farm and out carry them. Because Mirana, while she has a good start, she's not the strongest carry. And, RP missed though on Skewer. Unless he wants to park him there. I guess so.
Oh, the arrow just barely misses. Oh, Pasha's going to survive this, it looks like. Facehugger, never mind. Lucent Beam finally brings him down. Courier, glyphed up. I will tether down to the low ground as Ramses arrives, but Virtus.Pro, a day late and $1 short, it looks like, unless no one can get in. He's 100 off his Blink Dagger. If he had it there, it would have been massive for them.
It would have been really good. Yeah, he doesn't have the fastest since he went for face boots as well. And overall, EVOS coming out on top with this. They, meanwhile, trying to leech experience mid with Lion, so he got almost a full level. And bottom, the Beastmaster was pushing as well. Everything kind of working out for him right now.
Yeah, that's Beastmaster with the XP gain talent, 25%.
Techies.
What's he up to? What's he doing?
Just killing Luna on his own. That Veil made a big difference there. Big difference. That's a kill that you wouldn't expect.
Absolutely not. When you were like, look at Techies, I was thinking, why? He's just planting mines, surely. Nice Blink Echo in from no one. Clear up 2 as they killed off the Ogre. They've gone in too deep for the big fat man, and Sayo might be in trouble as well. TPing the Beastmaster forward. damage from Ramsey is not going to come through. He turns into Io to tether no one, keeping him alive. Oh, the Spirit Vessel or the Urn, whatever it might be, does finally tick him down, but Ramses could potentially find a couple more trade-off kills. Io going to get Adaptive Struck, not quite enough. Slowed down now by the little orbs as well, with the line arriving. Io skewered, in comes Pasha. Nice big shockwave. And Beastmaster, you don't want to walk over there, buddy. There's a couple of mines that you would be stepping into. Solo going to cut them off at the pass as he's respawned. It comes back into battle.
That was such a nice fast play by Morphling there, turning into Wisp and actually using Magic Wand to heal up his mid player as well. But not quite enough to save Ogre.
That's
attacking
like
an arrow. Gonna go down here. He just straight up ran in mid. There was a ward, so they saw him. Lion stuns him up and he's dead.
And it's one of those things with the Morphling, you know, you were mentioning the kind of difference between a great Morphling and like an exceptional Morphling.
Yes,
But
that's a case of exceptional Morphling for sure.
Really was spot on from Ramses. Illogic and the Io in tow. Roger's coming in, trying to contest the jungle farming. He's baiting forward here because no one jumps with the Veil and the Blast Off. They've killed off one. The Roger Techie's still alive. He's baiting the Io back in. No one. Are you not going to play with this? You don't want to toy with the Io?
Oh, he can't hide because there was a Hawk for just a few seconds there.
Unfortunate.
He might get a kill here on the Beastmaster. Oh,
He's sending his little things forward.
Interesting that the Hawk doesn't take damage at all. I mean, I guess it is flying, but...
White Mon. Thought there was only one. It does manage to get himself away from that danger. But bounty runes, eh? Virtus.Pro, double top, double bot.
Yeah.
Quadruple bounties. Is that twice in a row? 10 and 15?
Believe so.
And they also scout the smoke coming in thanks to the stasis. And the landmine. Invis still there for EVOS as they prepare. Illogic dies towards mid. Wait, hang on. Illogic was alone middle. I guess he gets blink skewered, but in towards the back, the proper fight is Ramses dying to the Roar. Moonlight Shadow finally paying off, but the Dust from Solo going to try and swing this back. Do they have anything from Magnus? No RP, no skewer. Does have the blink for no one to jump the IO. Shaker takes him down. And now Pasha switching targets towards Whitemon. And that will be a 3-for-1.
Morphling gonna regret passing away that Lincolns there. He was like, here, Ogre, you have the Lincolns. I'm not quite sure why he would do that, but ends up just getting bursted immediately. If he had Lincolns, maybe he could have lived. But,
so well. I guess mid lane was just an RP into skewer. And Luna got dragged back into tower with 3 heroes surrounding her.
Indeed, quick kill. Luna is really struggling to come online in this game. Marana having a good time, but Luna is still just working on getting that Mask of Madness. And that's just a farming item.
I mean, she's only 600 gold ahead of the Io at this point. Behind the techies by a good 600. Not in a particularly good spot here, and it might get worse. Solo looking for that Fire Blast. Mines blow up in the back. Facehugger doesn't want to move any further forward. Seizes the landmine. There is also a stasis trap just there as well. Now VP starting to converge in onto mid. They've got all the lanes pushed in, so that big map swings into small map as Whitemon gets ripped apart. Where's that? Blink Echo. They got a logic again.
Yeah, he cannot find a safe place to farm. They're just so aggressive on him. Meanwhile, Facehugger is sneaking down all the way bottom. He might find a place to farm there.
Well, he's trying his best. No one's going to hold the line. Getting hit by the Maelstrom proc, unfortunately for him. But he'll be able to defend his tier 1 from the catapult. And any pushes coming his way. Roger now has set himself up a beautiful little bunker, hasn't he? Observer wards, sentries, mines, all over the place in this kind of mid-lane jungle area.
Yeah, he's going to try and take control of that area. And Whitemon is back. More sentries. Gets the ward this time. And, of course, gets rid of the enemy sentry, too.
Radiant's middle tower is under
not
attack.
fast enough to kill the remote or landmine this time.
It makes me panic every time, you know?
Yeah.
Curling my toes and clenching my butt cheeks like, oh.
Gotta be brave. Oh, the adaptive strike.
Oh, he misses the stun on Morphling. Ramsey's not chasing, though. Afraid of what's coming around the corner.
Bit surprising, but he doesn't commit for that. Knowing Ramses and how aggressive he normally plays, thought he would run after that.
Solo might have had a word with him saying, we're messing around, us four
yeah, you're the serious one.
You're the backup plan in case things go wrong, so don't feed.
It honestly does look like that, doesn't it? It's like, oh, I get to play Magnus and have fun. I get to play, you know, techies and have fun.
Ogre and run in, Earthshaker to play mid.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Morphling and carry. You win the game for us.
You are our late game backup. Whitemon again walking over some landmines. Does have the tranquils now, though, so able to heal up between getting hit by them.
Yeah, as long as he doesn't run into two at the same time. Oh boy.
Okay, cool. I was watching Lion because I felt like he was going to walk through this spot here.
I was doing the same thing. Top. They're trying to go on Ramses, but it will be hard to go on Amir.
Close to impossible. Lincoln's up, and the arrow, if that misses...
Even if they land the arrow, they still have no way to get rid of the Lincolns. So Lincolns will still be there for the Beastmaster Roar.
More dewarding from Roger.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Really
attack.
is so hard for EVOS to keep vision up on this map. So they're going to try the Moonlight Shadow to shift into this dire jungle. Whitemon holding an obs and a sentry. Spots out Ramses. They're coming in from behind pretty hot. Ramses down to 700 HP or so with that Agimorph, and that could have been a good spot, but they don't have the gap close yet. There's no Shadow Blade, there's no Blink. There's no way to really get in on top of the Morphling before he gets Waveform and Morph off.
Yeah, Morphling is very hard for him to shut down. They need to shut him down by pushing a tower, but they're scared of doing so due to the Shaker and Magnus, which is, you know, a pretty justified fear. But that means that they don't really have a way of stopping this.
Radiant's bottom
And now you're dealing with a bloodlusted, empowered Earthshaker who is punching well above his weight.
Dire's top tower
Yeah,
no
is
one.
under
Yes.
attack.
As the Blink Echo, level 2, looking for a
Illogic.
logic. He's not even going to need the Blink Dagger. Yule's up into the air, and Champ Totem's going to be there with a Fissure to start things off. Kick down the Luna, curb stomped, and Whitemon trying to retreat. Pasha not going to go for the Force and skewer play. Sits back and waits
Radiant's
instead.
bottom tower is under attack.
Oh my god, that Empower and Enchant Totem deals a lot of damage. I was watching it. Hits pretty hard.
Just like a half HP is a full creep camp with one hit. Oh, attempted courier kill. 8 clarities for Roger coming in. Don't want to lose that. Not going to catch it, but 2 heroes here now susceptible to getting gone on. Nice little maneuver up to the northwest to TP away, as no one was coming in from the south. Pasha was coming in from the other side. They very nearly got sandwiched in between 2 very big ultis.
Very close to getting it.
Radiant's middle tower is
Solo
under
sees the
attack.
dewarding going on. He's not happy about it.
Immediate multicast. Morphling arriving as well. I mean, he could morph into the Ogre here and maybe get a multicast of his own, but instead he just adaptive strikes and slays the Lion. EVOS grouped up around their mid-tier 1. Beastmaster now has the Shadow Blade, but it's about to wear off, and that Dire Observer Ward sees him coming. Virtus.Pro, they're going to swing into action. In they go, the Blink Fissure, and Beastmaster, does he have a chance here? He roars back with the Sentinel Stomp holding him in place. The Yule's up will stop the blast off from really landing, but they've got the chain stun with the landmines, and he will die.
Yeah, he's fast, but the Yule Scepter holds him in place. Meanwhile, Morphling is just pushing down mid, looking for anyone he can kill. Might even want to turn into Luna for the push. If he gets a chance again, he might take it.
Get those glaives bouncing. Whitemon up at the front. Observer wards though from the Dire coming down, already pre-sentried, nicely done by EVOS, but in they jump, they spot the Luna, move forward with the Morphling, and the adaptive strike basically finishes her off. Not dead just yet though, as she gets tethered up and saved back to the fountain. Now Virtus.Pro,
Oh.
Ramses will go. Trouble for them.
Whitemon with a beautiful long-range snipe there.
They still have Echo and RP.
This little hawk is so annoying for techies. So it triggers the stasis trap, but not the landmines. So they're flying around with a hawk, and that clears the stasis traps and makes sure the landmines are not so dangerous. It's very weird to watch.
That flying unit.
Yeah.
No feet, no touchy.
I mean, stasis touchy.
Yeah, stasis stuff, but that's like a magical thing that goes up into the sky. Oh, Pasha. Misses out on the skewer. The Blink Echo's perfect, though, onto 3. Fissure not going to save the techies just yet. And Pasha still looking for this Blink RP. There's like 3 or 4 of them all grouped up, but they leave the Ogre to die for now. They want really this RP for the next fight with Morphling, it feels like, potentially around
Yes.
Roshan, right?
Yeah, they want to have Morphling in the fight if they commit to fighting the entire team of EVOS right there. It's a little bit too difficult for them.
Here is the Morphling. Ramses back up and running after his little trip to the mechanic. Give him that empower.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
How much damage? 307 damage.
Ability.
Yeah, he hits hard. He hits hard. Well, that's because he's at 1 strength. He goes fully agi.
Maximum agi.
Yep. Oh. Avil. Just standing around in his Invis rune. Saw the Magnus, but bottom lane. Look at who's following.
2-man Fissure. Follow it up with the Ogre arriving. Nice Catch on the Mirana there with the Yules up to maybe chain through a few more stuns. This Io could tether back onto Facehugger, but he's been stunned and the TP's cancelled. That's going to be 2 kills. As EVOS make it a little more difficult than VP would have liked, but in the end, 2 kills are 2 kills.
That's true. Then if he gets help on top lane, Avil might get a kill on Magnus here.
It looks
He
like
cannot solo kill him. Oh, he's out.
Illogic and Whitemon. They wanted to. They wanted to sandwich onto that Magnus, but Pasha feels it coming. Swings in towards mid. Needs to keep that power going on no one.
Dude, Techie's almost at level 15. That's when he's happy. That 15 talent is one of the best ones. Definitely his best talent. 4 mana regen. Which of course increases by a bit as well.
Radiant are
The scaling.
It's like 6 mana regen.
It normally puts you around 12 at total. Depends what item build you went for, of course.
I always find that interesting. The like Lycan was a big one as well for that kind of HP regen being amped by the strength.
We can look at it now. He has 14.1 and Roshan dies. He's gonna take the talents, I would imagine, unless he goes blast off damage. So yeah, now he has 23.8.
So that went up by 7.
From 14.1. No, I mean it went up by more. It went up almost by 10.
Oh yeah, by yeah.
And it's went up by 9.7.
Maths is not my strong suit.
That's
So
fine.
plus 4.
That's why I'm here.
Plus 4 turns into plus 10.
Yeah, it's a very big thing. The scaling is very important to think about. So if you
nuts.
get health regen, it's the same thing, of course.
Yeah, I remember, Lycan. They had to change all the maths behind it because Lycan was getting like 80 HP regen or something when he had.
When they added that patch, it was a massive buff to Lycan and certain other heroes. Which is also why CM's mana regen is so impressive. You know, it's not necessarily a very big number on just mana regen, but it does get amplified a lot.
Oh, here we go. Shadowblade for no one. Guess who they found? It's Illogic's Luna yet again. They jump, they enchant, they slap, they look to kill. A good Fisher into the back onto the Lion to stop any counterplay coming through. And they've got the multicast Yules to chain him into actual oblivion. Exiled from the realm of Dota 2. Lion and Luna removed for 30 seconds or so. And VP ready for high ground. Attempt number 2.
He's going for it. He went Echo Slam onto Mirana, trying to chase after it. But can he catch this? It will be hard.
Dire Sentry Ward is here.
Yeah, he does have a sentry.
Oh,
He might walk into it.
skirting the very edge of it. Let's keep that circle on.
They're running along it, almost.
He goes for the TP home now, but you take a look at middle. Ramses with Aegis up, forces the glyph.
Oh yeah, home is in trouble. Yeah.
EVOS are losing their base. Solo plonking down some observer wards pretty deep as well. Sentry's going to get taken out. I think it's just out of range of this sentry though, in fact, as Whitemon jumped upon. Glimmercape's there onto Morphling. They've got some chain stuns to go in onto him. The RP's in the back, the Aegis is lost though. They blast off onto 3, Roger. Oh, little landmine there, but the Fisher will follow through. Virtus.Pro cruising to victory. Taking down a lane of racks in the middle lane. EVOS trying to hold on, grasping at any straws that present themselves.
Yeah, in the end, this Morphling is starting to get pretty damn strong. There are no ultis available anymore, though. So Ogre might get sold here. We'll see if they want to fight to help him. Oh, nice arrow.
2-man Fisher as well. Ramsey's dead. Solo glimmered up.
Yeah, that's a bit of a mistake there. Ate the arrow without even getting strength morph up.
And EVOS they're chasing. They want Solo.
That's a fast Lion. Look at him. He's going.
There's blood in the water. Lands the stun. Nicely done. Arrow to follow through. And Solo says goodnight. Nap time.
With a tip to Solo.
Mm-hmm.
Whitemon happy about that one. Look at the illusions, meanwhile. The illusions of Shaker are pushing mid.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Doing work.
Rip range racks.
I'm surprised it's not going hard on Shaker. I thought this was standard if you're playing mid Shaker. Come on, man. Going Lincolns? That's a bit serious, isn't it?
Aghanim's.
Yeah, exactly. Where's the Aghanims? Heart.
He's changed his mind from Lincoln's, it looks like.
Heart is so much fun, though.
Dire's bottom tower
Deals
is
a lot
under
of
attack.
damage.
What is the base damage increase?
Yeah, exactly.
Through strength, yeah.
It's ridiculous. But Aghanims is definitely approved. That's approved memes.
Where are you two going, beautiful people? Up towards the Magnus, but he skewers away. Arrow, Yule's dart, Pasha. Gonna save himself with a blink out. He has escaped. Somehow extract himself from that sticky situation. I mean, Avil was coming in as well.
Bottom, they're still hunting here. Trying to catch the Wisp and Mirana.
Dire are
Yours up will catch the Wisp. No one. It did have the Echo here if he caught both of them, but it looks like a quick enchant. Oh, I hate to keep him held in place.
Yeah, Marana was keeping him alive for a little bit. Not long enough, though. Look at Tech, he's hunting. Hunting for Beastmasters.
Sanjin Yasha Morphling. Roger.
He's following him.
Where are you?
Oh, he didn't keep running there. He could have used him if he did.
Ah,
He
true.
didn't know.
It would have been an important TP to stop. No one... Wait. Huh?
Yeah, he just ultis Luna again. Again and again. This poor Luna.
Where actually was Luna?
She was farming the Ancient.
She's like hiding in here somewhere.
Yeah, she was trying to get away from him.
I'm dead for 35.
Radiant's
And Virtus.Pro take another tier 3. Hello, Facehugger. No Fisher from no one as the leap was a little faster. Ramses is focusing down these buildings though. Ranged barracks down to half HP. Still with this. RP from Pasha is a massive threat. He's looking for the opening. They're trying to go in onto the Ogre, and Solo will be sent down the river. No one. Dealing with the BKB of Marana now, but the RP handles that superbly. Marana caught with no leaps and her pants down, slapped into the ground, and I think with only Lion and Luna alive, the GG will come. Logic taps out, and VP win game 1.
Yeah, and they do it in style, picking the techies. He was, I would like to say, instrumental to their victory here. Without it, they could not have done it.
He played a massive part there. I mean, EVOS, I mean, just going to clear up, you're not being sarcastic there at all.
No, not at all.
No.
No, I'm dead serious,
Yes,
Gareth.
absolutely. Absolutely. Well, there we go, game 1. I don't think anyone needs to see the graphs, but we'll do some high-level analysis of the...
It's not about needing to see, it's about wanting to see. I want to compare the techies farm to the cores of EVOS. Can you do that for me?
Yes.
Yes, here we go. We have the technology.
So you want the cores?
Yes, the cores only. And only techies. Oh, look at that. Look at that. He's out farming Luna. And ends up out farming Beastmaster as well. What a great farmer.
Yeah, only Marana beats him. Only
Yeah.
Marana beats him. Well, there we have it. Game 1 in the books. We'll take a short break and see what EVOS have in store for game 2. Maybe a little bit of fun, maybe a bit of magic, but we've had the VP techies worked out decently enough. Game 1 is...
Well, they're having fun with it, you know. That's all we could ask for that we wanted in this series. I thought it was pretty interesting, and like we said, they're gonna still try and play their best, you know, just picking a little bit more fun stuff with mid shaker. But still, VP, their team play is there, and they make it look so easy in some of these fights. It was fun also seeing Ramses get called out a few times by the finger of death far away. He was like, I'm fine. Oh, I'm dead.
Whoopsie.
Dead.
Getting caught a couple of times. There we have it. Game 2 coming up in a short while. 5-minute break or so, guys, and we will round things up.